Okay, YouTube. Wait, Sekiro now. Okay. Ito na mga ka-jerks. Ito talagang yung nilaro ko dati na nagtatagal ako ng mga ka-jerks. Dali na ito, malalaro na ulit natin. Na mga ka-jerks. Yan mo dati. Ako setting nga. Tingin ko kung kaya niya sa full sa matastas na graphics. 180 full screen. Ako max. Minax ko mga jerks. Offline mode lang tayo. Hindi naman magsisimula ulit ako sa simula mga jerks. Para makabalikan natin. Yung game tayo mga jerks. Liwat. Uy! Oh! Chest power. You drink water. Yeah, mga jerks.
In the closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by the fires of war raged on, spreading deep into the mountains, to the land of Ashina.
Ay, dali sa katana.
Is the war finally over?
Yun na yung dahil parang pag-mix ko kahit ka sa bagay. Big shot! Big shot mga jerks! Ayun. Sa dugo mga jerks.
General Tamura is no more!
Master swordsman Ishin Ashina staged a bloody coup and wrested control of the land.
Wait, who's this?
What is that? Phasmophobia?
No, Sekiro. What?
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Fascinating. Will you join me, Starving Wolf?
On that day, a young cub was taken from the battlefield He trained relentlessly and indeed went on to become a master shinobi.
Listen, Wolf. You must never forget the shinobi code.
Yo.
As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, Wolf?
Saglit lang ako maglalaro mga sa susunod na ulit.
Some
Yung
20
regular na
years
laro ko nung
after Ishin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
iba mga single player lang naman nilalaro ko yung gano'n lang yung damang laro lang mga kaibigs. Running na yung Ashina.
Shinobi. Open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
Walang malag pag naka-max mo. Others, malag mo. Minax din, minax. Hindi pwede. Ayun, si Wood. Ewan ko pag gameplay natin, testing natin. Siguro, ba't kaya gano'n? May namumuti siya. Tapos nasunog yung buhok niya. Ito na mga jerks niya natin. Pag hindi, babaan natin ng setting ulit. Bumaba FPS na bumaba. Mga jerks. Equipment. Okay. Bang ko lang mga adults. Max ba naman, Max? Ay lang. Hi. Ito doon dati. Sumisid ako dito yung mga yun. Hindi ko alam yun yung paano kaya paano nga init mga others paano rin pag nababa rin yung FPS ba natin high pa medium pang tayo stick up Okay. Yun, nantaas naman ngayon ng FPS ko pag na-medium mga jerks. Maabot ng 70. Need to jump. Maabot naman ng 70. 60 FPS eh, okay na eh. Kanina kasi yung 60 bumababa. Yun. Yan pala na rin pala yung Ashina yung kanina. Naging wolf siya. Natalo rin. Yung pang natalo na nga nakulong si wolf. Parang oo. Hindi siya sa well. Wolf. Hindi na. Bangin pala yung bangin. Wall hag. Wall hag, wall hag.
That shinobi at the bottom of the well. We didn't shackle him, restrain him, nothing. That doesn't worry anybody?
Not at all. Not only is he unarmed, he has completely lost his will to live. Nothing but a coward. Unworthy of our concern.
Baba ng FPS. Logics. Low lang tayo. Tulad din ng balhin, low lang tayo. Attack mo. Sneaky lang tayo. Napunta ako. Palit. out with Hatis. Sana naglaro na ako na ulit ng ano. Nilaro ko na ulit, Hatis. Shout out. Na ano lang, wala ano nga lang, bagal ng FPS ko. Kahit low setting na. Shout out with Hatis. Yan o, pag may mga kalaban na. Nabagal. Ano ka, magka-cleansing ka na, cleansing muna, cleansing. Teka nga. Sumat ka nung brown out sumat. Tanggalin ko lang yung ano, mag-o-off cam na ako, off cam. So, mga jerks, off cam na ako, off cam. Di ba na? Yo, ma'am. Susunod na ulit. Basta pag-trip. Sunod na ulit ang yun. Baka doom muna, no? Ganda ng doom eh.
The Moonview Tower door. You check that it's locked, right? It's certainly locked, but nobody fixed that hole.
Yun, doom naman.
Don't worry about it. The hole faces the edge of a cliff. No one could pass through it.
Wala, hindi tinitingnan ko sana pag tulad ng dati, bagal na kung sa stream mabagal yung FPS, baka hindi ko to laruin. Laruin ko na lang ng hindi ko i-stream. Laruin ko na.
You know Grubhub?
Grubhub? No.
Yeah. This one. Grubhub delivery.
Yan yung masaya. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What? That guy, no. This guy. But this taco guys. Tapos na yun.
Jimmy Neutron.
Drop him. Wait,
Oo nga DS9 na Sekiro.
these two guys have wear Jimmy Neutron shirts.
So maybe Jimmy Neutron. Oo, ano nga, Dark Soul. Baka yun kaya pa ng ano. Ito wala, babagsak yung FPS eh. Mamaya i-stop ko na mga 20 minutes yun. 30 minutes. Laruin ko lang ito ng Linux stream. Yan. Ipad. Yan ang hulog. Ay, yan pala ito. Oo. Yes. Mas una hindi. Siyempre ito, 2019. Mabigat talaga ito eh. Mabigat din. Yan. Titingnan ko yung DS1. Hindi pa ako nakada. Pang-test sa in 1. Milk tea. Ay, milk tea pala. Ang lang. Okay, basta susunod. Doom na mapapanoodin ka, Doom. Doom o kaya yung yan. Resident Evil, para hindi unti-unti lang para mano agad. Para hindi kagad kagad tapusin. Nakakatakot yung si ano eh. Manika, no? Mas nakakatakot yung manika. Ang mukha nito. Hindi kaya. Oo, gawa na.
You did well to come
Manika
here.
na nga.
It's been too long, Wolf.
I've come to free you, my lord.
Well then. Raise your head. Kusabimaru, your sword. My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of Lord and Retainer,
Tuwa ako ano. Wala,
you will
mababa
pledge your life
FPS.
in my service.
Kahit tuwa ako na medyo nakaano na ako sa Valheim. Tapos ko na kaya yan, naglalaro na ako ng mga single player ulit. Wala, hindi kaya ng ano ko.
As you command.
Sa akin, baba ng FPS, oh. Maabot ng 28, nag-15 pa. Sa stream, okay, rin ang bagal ng FPS. Sa akin nalalaro ko pa naman siya, pero malalaro ko to ng hindi stream. Hindi kaya ng Yun. End ko ng 30 minutes na ako maglalaro. Hindi kaya. Maglalaro na lang ako nito ng isa. Exit. Hindi NBA na lang ako. Testing ko yung NBA bago rin. Hindi. Yan. Nalalaro ko yung diretso. Ayun mga jerks, try ako ng NBA. Kapag naglaro ako nito pero naglalaro ng mga minerabil yan. Talagang mabigat yun, sige. Mga titingnan ko lang paano control dito sa NBA. Pag naglalaro kasi kami ni Rabi, laro-laro na. Tamang lang kami. Baka ito na lang laruin ko, NBA. O magbalik ako balik ko yung tapusin ko yung balik ko yung GTA Vice City at GTA San Andreas, di ba natapos? Yun. Yung mga online nito, pero sabi sa review yung online pa, minsan nag-exit. Settings, mix. Wala, hindi naman ako magaling. Pero okay lang. Yun na yung naka-setting dito 6. Tingnan ko lang mga jerk sa trolls. Then low lang yan, low. Wala, pag bilis eh. Low kasi. Yung Sekiro, kahit ilo ko, maabot pa ng 25 bago nag-P15 yung isang pitik na gano'n. P15. No. Hindi ako ng mga roster. Hindi naman yung drop. Yung gano'n ng drop. Dine-check ko lang lahat. Player. Yan din. Tingnan ko lang. Ito, ganda. Show creator. Lubet, may ganito pa dito. Maggagawa nga ako ng shoes sa bit, TV this week. Okay, TV pala. Mahilig. Oy, NBA, WNBA. Bakit pa kaya malaro? WNBA. Mga chicks. Career. Oh, pindot ko my career. No. Back. No. No. Career player. My team. Wala na lang ako. Yan na ito yung mga online job. Pa-practice lang ako mga jerks. Oh, shit. Quick play.
What's happening in 2K21? Stick with us to find out. Welcome to a new episode of 2K TV.
First, how about a chance to win some free VC?
The view of downtown Detroit is seen from the riverfront on a beautiful day here in the Motor City. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. So a moment now to see the story for Draymond Green.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Now Golden State's starting five. Green down low with Looney. Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Bazemore at the small forward. And for Detroit, he's out there with Jackson. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. Jackson finds Hayes. And here is Grant. Just 5 on the clock. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Golden State.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
GA, let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loves this game.
Plumlee, no luck.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
To the paint, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Phoenix.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers. In our game.
And that one, good.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
Now here's Jackson, 11 points last game. And there's the pass to Grant. Back to Jackson, to end the drought. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact. A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Hayes. And I imagine this is a really tough stretch of the season for teams that, Steve, are on the outside of the playoff picture.
It is, Kevin. But no player in this league should quit on the season. There's a lot you can do on working on your individual and team chemistry and team camaraderie for the next season.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Jackson with the quick release, once the ball hits his hands, he's ready to let it fly.
Pass to Bazemore. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Wiggins. That one goes. Count it. Wiggins has got his second basket of the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hayes the pass to Bay. Pass to Grant. Over Green. And that one goes long.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group.
And Smitty, anytime there's a poll for dirtiest player in the NBA, Draymond seems to end up on that list.
GA, in our day, there would have been a lot of us on that list. Well, you know Draymond just wants to win, but it's about just playing hard, and that's what he'll do. He'll do whatever it takes to win. In this league, they just trying to clean up some of these acts.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 19-6 run. The pass to Toscano. 1:21 left in the first quarter. He with the block. Dumboya with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Here's Stewart. Warriors with the rebound. Lee left side. Pulls it up. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And he gets the bucket. Stewart's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Mulder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Green. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Passes it to Diallo. No good that time. Great D that time from Oubre. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And Green gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Diallo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Now the feed to Dumboya. Great D that time from Oubre. It could go. Can't hit that one. What a performance for Draymond Green. He has been the story for the Golden State Warriors. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Right back at... And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work...
I can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. The NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Diallo out there with Dumboya. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Stewart in at the pivot, manning the middle. Dumboya kicks to Lee. Now here's Diallo, covered by Oubre. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Poole. Warriors leading by 18. And it's Oubre off the... Oh, the power on that throwdown.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. The shot's good. Dumboya's got his first 2 points of the night.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 6 points.
The floater is a tough shot, and Stephen Curry has mastered it.
Now here's Lee. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Plumlee in the post. Looney on him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Golden State. Warriors leading by 19 points. Stolen by Grant. Here's Bay. Pass to Plumlee.
Left side.
And the layup is good.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Curry with a wide open look. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
So it's the Warriors now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Curry with the three, and he's good on the three ball. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better three-point shooter in NBA history. Steph Curry.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Here's Grant, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Curry against Lee. Curry is inside. Count that one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Grant surveying the D. Joseph against Wiggins. Joseph, the pass to Plumlee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. And that one hits back iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
Curry against Lee. Down low. That shot off, so Golden State will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lee kicks to Joseph. Here's Bay, guarded by Curry. Off target from outside. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 15-6 run. To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game.
The Warriors took a big chance on trading for Wiggins. The Wolves were so desperate to get rid of his contract, they added a top 3 protected first-round pick into the package.
But they get it back. And the dunk by Grant.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his second basket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lee passes to Joseph. Pass to Plumlee. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops. I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Bazemore. No one around him. Off target with his three. Right side, Joseph. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that when they looked.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 1. And that'll do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green down low with Looney. Steph Curry is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. Here's Bay. Here's Plumlee. Lays it up off the glass. Plumlee's got 5 now.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Inside, it's tipped. Here's Wiggins. Some solid defense from Grant.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
The shot's good from Hayes.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. The pass to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
He's got 5. Outside Jackson shoots the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
And it's important that Jackson become consistent from deep. That definitely has the touch to make shots from there.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Doumbouya kicks to Hayes. Diallo the pass to Stewart. Back to Diallo. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter. Timeout called the Warriors. checked in for the Pistons. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Mulder, covered by Hayes. Oubre, no one around him. No good from outside. Here's Diallo. Second chance shot. Stewart misses. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Launches it. He can't hit that time. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. To the left side wing. Stolen away. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Oubre with the steal. And now here's Oubre, fast break chance. And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by Green. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's Jackson with the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oubre for 3. No good that time.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Jackson passes to Doumbouya. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. The 3. Here's Stewart. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lee outside. And he finishes nicely on the way. Lee's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Lee dishes to Jackson. 1:29 left in the third. The tray. Toscano with the rebound. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Oubre, left side. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Bay passes to Jackson. The shot misses, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
It's good from long range.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Passes to Lee from deep. Toscano with the rebound. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And finished off by Oubre.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Right side Jackson fires from 18. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Cool. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And so it's the Golden. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Cook. Jackson is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Plumlee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Yeah, still struggling to find the bottom of the net from three-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Here's Cook, down low. Jackson kicks to Joseph. And here is Ellington. Takes the 3. Here's Cook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cook's got his first basket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Nobody near Pascal. Offensive rebound. Here's Smilagic. And the rejection by Jackson. Joseph looking around. Pass to Cook. In the corner, it's Ellington from the arc, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Doomboy is checked in for Wayne Ellington. The Warriors also with a sub. Lee's checked in. Kicks to Bazemore. Pass to Pascal. Now here's Mannion. Not a lot of room. The pass to Pascal.
Oh, yes. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Joseph with the ball. Jackson in the corner. Back to Joseph. Pistons passing it around. Plumlee, no good on that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Bazemore. And slam dunk by Pascal.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Puts it up from 12. That misses off the backboard.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Outside, Joseph. Doomboya dishes to Cook. And here's Joseph for 3. The Pistons rebound. Doomboya, good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Pascal. An easy 2 points on the layup. Pascal's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Cook, the pass to Doomboya. Pulls it from 20, and the jumper is on the mark. Here's Mannion. And that's an intentional foul. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive. That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And Jackson can definitely rise and be free. Got to keep him out of the paint, or you're just asking for trouble.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And he makes the first. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And Hayes kicks to Ellington. No good on the three. Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Draymond Green.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Now Hayes. Jackson passes to Hayes. Back to Jackson. Here's Poole, and that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 41. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Draymond Green.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.